I'm looking for someone who helps me run another experiment. Ideally, you're a doctor or someone who knows a lot about the human body. If that's you, then please let me know. I won't name you on the show if you don't want to be named, but I will probably ask you stuff like, what kind of medical tools do I need to check my blood sugar on the go? The perfect nutrition that I should have in this and that situation. How do I beat jet lag? Because maybe there is a situation where I want to beat it and not just embrace it like I said in the other episode. My friend John, who's in the US, was one of the people that responded and said he's happy to help. He's become a doctor in the past several years. He's actually in Hong Kong right now, so we're in the same time zone. And he said I could just give him a call. We can talk about jet lag and other questions that I have, and that's what I'm going to do now. It's ringing.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey! Thank you for reaching out after seeing the video. I haven't done a real experiment with dieting and jet lag and workouts in a while, so I'm just trying to get a bit more insight.
I think in terms of jet lag, in the medical community is more okay with using a little longer term is melatonin. It's one of the chemicals that mediates your circadian rhythm, chemical pathway in your brain that regulates your sleep-wake cycle. One thing I would really suggest for jet lag is using melatonin. Another thing that might help is taking a warm shower a few hours before bed as well. So I think the sort of stuff you're doing is pretty good. Squats and push-ups. I think one of the best ways to do workouts is just using your body weight, and there's a lot of different things you can do with just body weight in terms of cardio and strength. Being in medical school, sometimes it's pretty difficult for me to find time to work out. When I was still doing more book work, I used to go to the gym and actually do weightlifting and playing basketball and things like that.
So John is a friend from HKUST. He is Chinese American, I think. Is just about to finish his formal education and going into training in Seattle, and super interesting insights. So we touched on a lot of topics. Number one was jet lag, and the things that he mentioned is melatonin. If you take melatonin, kind of cut the tablets or the pills into half or a third, because they're usually sold in larger dosages than what your body needs. And that's because the less dosages are more regulated, so it's easier for the companies to sell a 3 milligram tablet versus the 1 milligram tablet. He also mentioned things to avoid before going to sleep. He said avoid exercising right before you're going to bed, avoid blue light, generally make sure you're in a dark room. One thing that could help is kind of be in a food coma, so if you have a big meal before going to bed, that might help you fall asleep, but it might not be the most healthy way to go to sleep. So those are mostly, except for the melatonin, the no exercising, blue light, dark room, and eye mask and earplugs. Those are things that will help you fall asleep. Typically happens to me is I wake up pretty early during the night. After just a few hours of sleep, I wake up. If you can't sleep, then get up, do something that's not too energetic, but something relaxing, like go and read, or maybe go for just a light walk, or sit up straight and do something, and then take a nap later on when you're tired again. Don't stay in bed, because then your body will just get used to it. Try and see if you can adjust yourself to the time zone before going there. So what I typically do before going to the US, I stay up the night before, and then that helps me sleep on the plane. And so I'm kind of halfway adjusted between my original time zone and the destination time zone before I get there. He also said warm showers might be something that helps. We talked also about polyphasic sleep schedules, which means instead of getting 7 or 6 to 8 hours in one go, you break up your sleep into multiple phases. That's why it says polyphasic. So you will get maybe 4 hours during the night, and then 3 times 1 hour during the day. And we touched upon a number of different topics. We talked about exercising while traveling. We talked about diets. And I liked his 2 takeaways. Number 1 was, as long as you feel healthy, you're probably okay. Just try to listen to your body. And number 2, don't let things like cancer freak you out too much. Don't think too much about it. Enjoy life to the fullest, because worse than getting cancer is not having cancer and still being so preoccupied with it that you forget to live day by day. So with that, enjoy some of the insights that I've had in the conversation with John, and don't forget to live every day as if it was your last.